This is how to letter a logo such as on the Illinois Central 50-foot boxcar. I would begin when I look at the IC Circle logo to do the eye on the inside, the split rail logo. Here I would begin at the base. And now the thing about something like this is that when you're looking at a logo like that, kind of take a couple times to keep looking at the logo again and again, because looking at the logo, you will basically see how big the logo is, and you will get a feel. Like in this, like I will see that this side of the eye is a little bit smaller than I made this side. So as I've said in previous videos, you kind of want to chunk away. And if you look on the eye up here, the eye doesn't stick out as far as the bottom. So, and here it's a little bit in versus that. Here I want to make it stick out a little bit further. Then you put the split rail going up the middle. And then the dot is over the I, because this is an I and that's a C. So you put the dot over to the left. And once again, this circle is not quite the right size, so I will kind of maybe put a guideline, but there we go. Now, what I'll do, and I don't quite like how thick this is, so there, I bring that in, and I bring that in. See, keep looking at it. There, that's a little bit better now. Now, see, my template does not have a circle that's big enough for the IC. I have a bigger template, but it's not right here. And so I'll kind of gauge this. And see, this circle goes all the way to the bottom of the eye. It's important to eyeball this type of stuff. And when you're drawing a circle around something, rotate the paper. This is a lot like what I told you with S's, is that spin the paper. Keep spinning. And I basically have a general circle the size of the IC, but this kind of needs to be fine-tuned quite a bit. There we go. Made into a little bit nicer circle, like right there. And rough edges just need to keep coming off and off until it becomes more and more of a finished circle. Because you won't always have the exact circle. And as I look at this, I see that that eye needs to come up a little bit. Now what I'm going to do is look at this again and pull in. And the first step I will do is, if there is orange going around the car, I will color the orange, because even though I'm going to put ballpoint pen, the ballpoint pen will bleed into this orange. Normally I would give this orange a little bit of a chance to dry, because over here I'll show you that this orange would get on my finger and make a smudge. But I don't have that much time. And now I will go around the eye with my ballpoint pen. the split rail, and I will go around the circle of the eye and go around the circle. Now I will do it with my black. This outside black will really determine where the circle is, because once you put a thick black, this is the true edge of your circle. And then go around the inside. The one thing about white lettering is that if you ever go inside your white lines, it's hard to get them back, because you can't really color over these pins. And actually, as I look at this though, speaking of not getting it back, this IC symbol needs to be a little bit thinner. And now I will color in as I've said before, I should put a second coat in this black. And as I look at this, I really only put one line of ballpoint pen, but the eye really kind of needs a second coat. And all that paint is really wet, so if I took my straight edge, because on finished work you really should use a straight edge, just barely hold it over, because the straight edge will pick up smudges too. And when you're working on your finished car, now you can ever so gently color around your symbol. And if this were the finished car, now is when I would be putting 2 coats of this number 4 orange, which is Illinois Central Orange, which comes straight out of the pin. You don't need to mix colors. And that is the Illinois Central split rail symbol.